Do you know how many sales calls your sales team needs to make? Want to know an easy way to improve your bottom line? Improve your top line. Would you believe that one of the easiest yet mostly unexploited ways to improve your top line revenue is by achieving sales and marketing alignment? Just how much could you improve your revenue if you could achieve this elusive goal? Well, according to a 2010 study by the Aberdeen Group, companies with strong sales and marketing alignment get 20% annual revenue growth figures. Should be easy money, acres of diamonds, so to speak. But what if I were to tell you that, according to a report from Inside Sales, the median first call response time to an inbound lead is a bit disheartening at 3 hours and 8 minutes. But this isn't nearly as depressing as the average, which is approximately 61 hours, or the 47% of companies that did not respond at all. That's why sales calls equals dollars. But let's recap. You could increase your top line revenue by 20% if you could achieve a sales close rate and close sales and marketing alignment. Yet in all but the rarest of circumstances, your sales team is either taking way too long to respond in the first place or taking 61 hours to respond, if at all. Most companies that's why most companies are focusing on closing more deals. Teams need a coach with a plan. That is why we set out to develop a simple calculator which, one, uses your agreed upon revenue target as a key input, takes into account the conversion rates between the closed call rate and the expected or typical call duration, as well as how long your reps need to prepare prior to each call, and the expected connect rate percentage. We also provide benchmark rates for each of these inputs, which you can adjust as required. The calculator provides you an immediate on-screen chart which shows you the number of customers you must acquire both on a monthly and daily basis, the number of connects you must achieve, the number of dials your team must make, and how many call center representatives you must have to hit these numbers. Whether you're running a call center, thinking about establishing one or many call centers, or just trying to verify you're sized right, this tool provides a quick way to size your sales operation. So that's how you see sales and marketing alignment. If you're spending precious marketing dollars to create leads using a marketing automation system such as Hubspot, then you'll want to ensure that every lead the marketing team gets worked on time, and worked effectively. If the sales team is not sized correctly, then this will never happen. On the other hand, if you're running the call center and you have a jointly agreed to revenue target with marketing, you not only want to make sure your sales team is sized right and performing at peak effectiveness, you also want to make sure your team is being fed the right quantity and quality of leads. That's why we also provide a service level agreement calculator to determine what that number is so you and your marketing counterpart can sing from the same sheet of music. You can calculate that number now with this calculator that I'm getting ready to give a demo on. To do a quick demo of the number of sales call calculator. To get to it, you simply go to the Convert menu, go here where it says Free Sales Call Calculator, and we're going to just stick probably with the defaults, which we've got set at 1 million and 10,000 a customer. It just remembers the last thing you put in. These down here are benchmark conversion rates. Press that button. It's got to go off and think for about 10 seconds. Update the database, do quite a bit of heavy lifting in the background so you don't have to. Boom. And up pops this screen. In a second it'll paint some charts for you. And it's pretty sensitive. So let's go here. Put it back to where it was. I'm sorry about that. I'm just a little bit sensitive. Let's go over here. We'll leave it, just give it some numbers so you can see. It's mostly just to see how it bounces around and whatnot. In this particular case, it's saying that to get that 1,056,684, we're going to have 106 customers that month. We're going to have to connect 2,113 times. We're going to have to dial about 35,000 times. And we're going to need 35 operators hitting that phone every day. We break that down into a daily rate, and we still need the same number of operators. But now on the daily rate, they need to be making about almost 1,800 calls a day, and they need to be connecting up about 106 times. So that's a little bit more achievable, and they need to close about 5 customers a day. Well, that's not too bad, right? You've got 35. really only about 1 out of 7 of them are going to close. It also tell you about how long number of minutes everybody's going to talk on the phone. Now, any call center software will provide measurements of not only how many calls you made, but the average duration, where they're from, and all that kind of stuff. And it will tell you the sales that you got to make. So, you know, that on a daily basis. So those numbers are just automatic. You can play with this all day long. These adjust this way. This one adjusts that way. And it's just a little slider bar that makes it sensitive. But with this, now between you and marketing, you know how many calls the call center has to make. And using our other calculator, the SLA calculator, you know how many leads that the marketing team has to be sending to the call center. So again, this is Lonnie Ayers, and this was a quick demonstration of our sales call calculator. Feel free to use it, and we'd love to get your feedback.